Silk shirt.
Oh, dang. You got a lot to.
I ain't gonna bring the baby up. I ain't ready for that. I was just
Is that loud?
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
What? Damn.
Jack, I'm dying. I'm dying. You good?
Camera moving.
I hate you.
Who does
It's all over TikTok.
Because I heard that on a when I was looking at the Instagram video, everybody was like, sure. All right.
And you got a cushion, my butt hurts.
Oh, so much pain in the
So
sample.
much pain in the sample.
Cause I can see it.
Is it on the
So much pain in some of our hearts.
Yeah.
Why you
Got one on the podcast.
I just want a pain-free heart.
So do I. Yeah. And yet, Bad Bunny and J Balvin, come on. Now we get upset.
We'll talk about that too.
Put that La Canción on it.
Oh,
Oh. Yo, Jay.
my corazón.
Corazón, Jay.
Corazón.
Get the butt.
Yeah, you're in 88 or 89?
89. Yeah, I'm getting old, nigga.
As we all are.
Edgar, you're 89?
No, I'm 90.
90. We'll talk about. Paul, you're 87?
89.
Shit. Yeah. 87
version.
Trying to give you good advice, but you ain't heeded.
No.
Sick. From New York Knicks, my nigga.
So spiteful. That ain't the way we act.
Sure way.
How could
it
it pay me back? He's aiming bigger.
You really
He's
saying
aiming me, famous niggas. Ooh, boy, when he gave this shit to Jerry, I was like, damn. And J.R. Smith was like, what? What the fuck happened?
But karma fucks you better. Oh.
You're gonna be back in your arms.
Sing it, Jack.
Y'all sound like you need some water.
You're gonna want me back in your arms.
You need auto tune.
Oh, I want you back. Nigga, I need you back. Nip you back, baby.
Y'all silly.
Alright, man.
Y'all see it.
Welcome to episode 15. I think this is 15.
Pretty sure.
Positive, I'll take it.
Episode 15. Four Wise Men Podcast. It's your boy Yogi Swift.
It's your boy, J-Rod.
Oh, you J-Rod.
Yo, you gotta.
I know. It sounded strange when I said it. But that's my name, so.
Your boy Paul.
This is your boy, Eddie Money.
Yo, the plug ain't here today. He's getting that paper. He's stacking his paper chips. So shout out to him.
All about the moolah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting episode. It's kind of this episode kind of took a turn when we all got here.
Yes.
So we're gonna make the best out of what we can make the best out of.
Shit, I think
Gotta
it's
improvise.
I think it's gonna be dope because we got some good content.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe, Rory, and Maul.
Yeah, man.
This shit happened today. Come on. Yo.
I love you. I feel like we got the power to grow.
Bars.
There ain't no coward in Joe.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on, before we get into that, because I think it's gonna be a long while. What do we have on the docket?
Okay.
Because this is some shit that we need to get out of the way. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Everybody cool? Everybody great?
I'm settled in.
You're settled in?
I'm done moving out.
Okay.
Everything good.
How was the move? Was it hot out there moving in boxes?
Yeah.
Thank you for not calling me.
I
really appreciate you not calling me.
I'm not gonna call anyone on Mother's Day weekend, so I took care of it. You know.
It's another reason why I would have went.
No.
Wouldn't have went.
Man, can I just say one thing, man? So, assuming my first day there, right?
What was it?
Tinder.
Okay, go ahead.
But
I see a group of kids riding bicycles. I'm
Right,
thinking,
right.
damn, that's the Sandlot kid. That's what's up.
Sandlot.
it's in your
Yo,
butt,
one
J-Rod.
guy little look at me like, hey, mister, you have an ugly car.
Damn.
They said it to you? I'm like, fine then, bitch. Don't ask me for no ice cream money either.
Right, but I'm thinking, damn, if I say that, I'm a target.
Oh yeah, they gonna them kids.
I'm only there for 9 months, so I bit the bullet. Right?
Yeah.
Later that night, when I was walking our dog, right? I walk out. You know how they have like the sprinklers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally adjusted that shit and they were just shooting right in the car. I am not lying.
You gotta fight them. I don't give a shit how old they are. You
You
gotta
said
fight them.
like in the car or on the car?
No, it's shooting at a car and the window was.
Oh, I thought it was at your car.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Yo, stomp them. There's nothing. Yeah.
Baby.
I would have been fine.
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Throw some dog feces at them. Nah, you gotta fight them.
Oh, damn. Like, that
Some
happened.
grimy
Shit,
shit.
Cobra Kai their ass.
What you gotta do is be cool with these kids, cause right. So at my mom's house, this was obviously a while back. There were some kids, and they had paintball guns. Right, and I saw what they was doing. They was just right. It was minding their business, and this is right when this field, this development right here was all field. That's how long ago it was, right? And I seen one of them. I was walking to the mailbox, and I'm in like tank top, shorts, slip, you know what I'm saying, just chilling. And it was like, oh hey, what's up? I was like, hey. I just saw him. I was like, hey, you see that house right there? I was like, yeah. I said, that's my mom's house. Don't. I know, look, they was like, oh, no. I was like, oh, look. I ain't even, please,
With the shit.
don't do it. They was like, well, you know, we just, I said, hey, I know where y'all live.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna bring it to your parents. I'm gonna bring it to you. They was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh yeah, I'm an adult. Nigga. I didn't tell them I have guns and nothing like that, but I was like, I can afford to fund this war. You cannot. Like when the kids saw that, I was like, yeah, I got my shit is in the house.
Yeah.
Like, cause I have a paintball gun. Like I used to have, unfortunately, like I had way too many. Like, I had the old school pump, and then I had one with a trigger, like the. I'm not gonna even go that far because I can't even remember what it was called, but it was like the dual joint where I can go boom, 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 boom. So yeah, so it was like that, and so one day, like a little bit after that, a couple hours later, I seen another kid ride on his bike, and I was like, oh yo, wait, hold on, like yo, wait, just right here. So I come out and I show him, and I was like, yeah, man, this is my joint. Like, what you got? He was just like, nothing like that. I said, and I just looked at him and was like, all right.
So we understand.
Yeah, just so we know, don't come with this fuck shit. I was like, just this house. I was like, look, just this. I can't be responsible for the whole neighborhood. I understand it. This shit, don't do it. He was just like, all right, cool, man, cool, OG. I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't no G, man. I ain't that old, but all right. Well, hey, look, whatever. Hey, look, I'm just as long as we know. But yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
just
crazy.
to end this real quick, man. On Mother's Day, Sunday, coming back late night, I come to find out my neighbor's a stripper.
What?
How you find this out?
Where's she at?
I got, kid you not, I told my lady about it. Like, I don't want no, like, nothing crazy, but yeah, man. She never got her told. We got all this glitter shit. She just went straight to the house. Didn't even care. Like, just mind her own business. And come to find out, those are the kids that are not allowed. They didn't, like, get away with it.
They didn't get away with it.
No, they, like, mean, they get away with it in the mornings because their moms knock the hell out. And then she goes to sleep at night, which makes sense. And I'm thinking, okay, nobody's really educating these kids. I said,
Where did you? What area are you in?
Alcatillo, like in Chandler.
I know exactly where he's at. Cause I got a cousin of mine lives down the street, actually.
I think I should come hang out.
This guy.
Just stop by.
Well, first, don't wear nothing nice. You never know, man.
Okay.
Yeah, like shoes. You always
Is it
go
a
fresh.
bad neighborhood?
It's that
Yeah,
type
what's the
of
neighborhood look like? Is it a bad neighborhood? Is it like a new development?
Wait,
or
what
what?
high school are you next to? I feel like we talked about you were next to Hamilton.
Yeah, that's the new build over in Arizona.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm talking
okay.
about like the main roads now is going to be Queen Creek and Price.
you out there.
Yeah, I'm way out there.
So that's a bad neighborhood?
No, and yeah, you would think, right? Everything's all nice, but the apartment that we got was the cheapest, right? And it's not remodeled, nothing. I'm like, cool, I'm only here for 9 months until the new house. The other houses are about 17 for rent, right? Ours is like down to like 14. I was like, all right, cool. So it just went up a little. Because it's not remodeled. So it's like, okay, this is within our budget for us to save and get ready for all the furniture, for all the new ones, right? Like, outside, cool. But as soon as like morning hits, all these kids, and it's just messy as all hell. I look at the dumpster, man, that shit's filled already on the 3rd day. Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I guess it makes sense.
That's a lot of kids, man.
And come
They
to find
got
out,
idle time. They got shit to do.
no, yeah, and then come to find out somebody breaking glass in the pool. I'm like, what?
Sounds like a terrible place to live.
I
Yeah.
got 9 months, people, and that's my go-to saying. I say 6 months, like, yo, I'm only here for 6 months. Like I want to think happy, like I got a new bill, just stick this through. Like, yeah, that
Sounds like a terrible place to live. I'm not gonna lie.
Not recommending nobody to go there, but still.
Interesting.
That's rough.
Fuck them kids.
Straight up.
I'll come back with a rental.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want.
Yeah.
Y'all would say just make nice with them, man. Just be like, hey, what up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh yeah.
So they don't fuck with you. That's what I did in my situation. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? Matter of fact, that same group of kids, I brought something off the ice cream truck.
Oh no shit.
Just off the strength. I was like,
Damn decent.
oh.
Okay, well, I'll find out their leader and then I'll hook them up.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't hooking up all 8 of them.
Which one y'all leaving?
Yeah.
If I hold up, here you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. All right, so something dug it. So we were supposed to have a cross collab episode, but that didn't work. But that's still gonna happen someday. Maybe next week.
Coming soon. You want to talk about?
Let's stop.
What we gonna talk about?
We can talk. All right, music.
Oh shit. Well, wait. Let's slow down on the music because music segues into Joe.
All right. Movies and TV. Did anybody watch anything? Me and Crystal watched the Selena series.
What's the tone?
I think she mentioned that the other day, but
It was a solid 8 out of 10, I would say. I didn't like the ending.
it's better than the
Everything was
first season.
rushed at the end.
I mean, it's a continuation. Of the first
Oh,
season.
okay.
That's a series.
Oh, there's more than one season?
Yeah, it's a 2-part series.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It was. I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just didn't like the ending because it kind of just after spoiler alert, Selena died. I don't know if it's spoiler, right? After she was murdered, it kind of just like wrapped up in like 5 minutes after that.
Oh, for real? They didn't go in the deep.
Nah.
Like, well,
That's what I didn't like about it. I was like, yo, I want to see the aftermath.
Yeah, because that lady is still alive.
Yeah,
yeah, she is.
She's in
They
Texas,
hardly
right?
put her in the show. It was like tiny little bits. I feel like they don't want to focus on her.
Yeah, but my thing was I wanted to focus the aftermath of like her businesses and stuff.
What happened?
What happened with that? That's what I wanted to know. And like what happened to the band? Like I want to know where they went. Like
that
as far
story's
as,
never
They
been
talked
told.
about it.
yeah, that's what I want to know.
They talked about it.
On Don Francisco show, but never spoken on.
Only 80.
Yeah, I went deep on it.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I want to know.
So
So
I'm just like, well, that's it.
yeah.
Hmm.
It was up, and I asked the question to Crystal. I was like, if they would have went and did a like a tour, like them themselves with like Selena's music, if she would have went, she said yeah. And to be honest, I thought that would have been a dope rollout for like the series in general.
I'd been fire.
Like just have them,
I'd go to Selena too.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
this would be dope.
I've been.
And they did a good job in the movie, like them like actually portraying them. I thought they did a really good job.
Oh yeah.
I know people were like mad that
I know they were
that she got the part of Selena. They thought she would look like her and everything. Nobody's gonna look like anybody really, so I don't understand that. It's just portray. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I thought that was dope for them to do is do something like that. But, yeah, solid 8 out of 10. So yeah.
Oh, okay. My man.
Anybody else watching anything?
I've been watching Mayans on Hulu.
How was that? Is that good?
Yeah.
I was hearing good things about it, and so far
So far, so good.
Oh,
Did you
where
see
you
Sons
at?
of Anarchy?
No.
Yes.
You haven't seen it?
I know they're in it.
So that's a spinoff.
I've seen it. I just haven't seen the new one.
How far along are you on the Mayans?
Just on halfway through season 1.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
I'll catch up with you because I only started a couple episodes.
Oh yeah, so
I haven't started it.
Let me see.
I heard it was good though.
No, it is really
You're
good.
right. It looks
Season 2,
small,
you'll start
yeah.
to see Sons of Anarchy. Like, it'll start to kick in.
To like okay.
Yeah, to effect, yes.
Okay.
But not all of them. Not like the main characters, Sons of Anarchy, just like the little small ones, you know?
because I can already tell it's like my kind of show because I'm into those like gang drug shows.
If you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, watch it. Have you seen it?
No, I've heard
Watch Sons of
both
Anarchy.
them.
Sons of Anarchy is fucking amazing.
It is.
It's a really good show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm looking
What else?
You know what's crazy though, man? Like, once I'm done with the Mayans, like, I discontinued with the Hulu account, and then next you know, oh shit, just then, fucking Power or some shit comes up. I'm like, should I go back? I don't know. They do that.
I'm
Like,
trying to get you back.
they're trying to get me back.
I want you back.
I was just gonna say, I listened to Drum's album, aka Shelly.
How was that?
Really good.
Is it, man?
I actually listened to it last night.
It's good.
Thoughts?
I like the vibe. It's really soulful and
Yeah.
Okay.
baby making music in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like my type of music.
Some kind of J.
Alright.
That one joint with her. is-
Fire! Woo!
Yeah.
Fire! I was like, so I've been a fan since I don't know when, like before Cha Cha.
I like to cha cha. 15, 14, 15?
Yeah, somewhere around there. 'Cause that's what, yeah. So I've been following him ever since. I'm starting to realize, like going through his CDs and catalog, even his singles and stuff, he doesn't make any bad music.
You don't miss?
Yeah, like Bodies of Work, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like just like looking at it, I was like, yeah, this is good. Everyone I listened to when we did the one take listen, pass or fail type of joint, pass. Like solid passes. Because I was like, the majority of these records on here, like even on this one, because I know the plug was talking about it last week. Well, in our immediate conversation, he was like, he didn't like the fact that Drum would talk at the end of tracks. I didn't mind it at all, because you could just skip it.
And it's not even that long.
It's not
He's
even-
talking, he's just kind of going into the next song.
Yeah, the next song is like 10 seconds, 15 at the most.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, okay. Once I heard him speak, because I listened to the whole thing. Once I heard him speak the first time, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It didn't bother me. But that song is called "To Lay Down with Her" and Watt. The artist is. And then the next one, 93 Acura Bigger, that one with Erykah Badu, that one was fire.
That was fire.
But he has chemistry with Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
And when you got chemistry with Erykah Badu, you always gonna make good music. So, yeah.
Okay.
Recommend.
Gotta listen to
What's
it.
that-
I was
what's
gonna
that-
listen to it, but
What's the track with it? It was talking about the married lady.
Married Woman.
Oh, perfect. Married
Talk about doing things with a
woman.
married woman.
Yeah, he talks about that. That one was good. What else? Matter of fact, let me just pull it up because I like what I like.
I like to cha cha.
I like All Pride Aside too, like the verse track.
Summer Walker's dope.
Yeah, I fuck with Summer
She's a
Walker.
good artist.
I like Rich and Famous too. Rich and famous,
Yeah.
rich and famous. Rich and
Just the whole thing in
Yeah.
general, but
And it's only like 38 minutes, 2
Yeah.
songs.
That's not bad.
Yeah, very listenable. Like you can listen to it before you go to work.
Bad.
So, yeah, I would definitely give it a listen.
check it out.
Yeah. So he's going by Shelly FKA Drum. I don't know what the fuck FKA
Formerly
is.
known as.
Still smartphone. Because I was like, what the fuck is this?
My man.
I was shook. Like, what is this?
I heard a little bit of that T Grizzly album.
Oh, really?
He had a new one called Built for Whatever. Not bad.
Oh.
I haven't got through all of it yet, but
Oh, okay.
I have heard this. Yeah, I have heard this.
Oh.
Not the album, but I heard the song.
Oh, this song.
This song's an old
Oh,
song.
man, you spelled it wrong.
You sure?
It's an old
Oh.
song.
I'm spelling it without the E.
it's Shelly formerly known as Drum.
Yeah, y'all put it down as SHELLY.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got
we're like, damn.
the EY.
Yeah. Okay.
Cooking with grease, remedies. I like it.
Survive.
I'll take a gander.
I appreciate you, man.
I'll take a gander.
We don't want to talk about because we obviously the Joe Budden shit is gonna take up a lot of time.
It is. Sports. Somebody put a shitload. So the Lakers are doing a 9-part doc.
I'm interested in that.
I'm interested in it too.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna cover like everything on the Lakers.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like-
much a Laker biography.
Okay, like almost the same way as the Last Dance.
No.
No, or okay, I'm just throwing it
That's
out.
gonna be my question.
It's gonna be more in
Like Magic.
every era.
Every era.
Okay, all right.
Last Dance was just about
Mike.
Mike and the 98 Bulls.
That was just one season. That wasn't necessarily about everything.
Okay.
That's coming on Hulu.
Yeah.
2020 on Hulu. So make sure you got your account activated. You can watch that one.
Did a Pirate Day, but I don't know. So I've been told.
Yeah. Rest in peace, my Green Day. Rest in peace, my Green Day.
What the fuck? What?
Rest in peace, Green Bay.
Tank is
Oh,
on.
Pack. Oh, Pack. Okay.
On the fridge.
Tank is on 2021.
I got some on the fridge.
Hey man, look.
Listen, they're rebuilding. I don't.
Fuck out.
They signed Blake
Twice.
Bortles, so I think
For
Yeah.
1 year.
A-Rod's
What
out
the-
there.
A-Rod's there.
Wait. Calm the fuck up. Slow down. Wait, slow down. The Packers signed Blake Bortles when?
Yeah,
For
today.
1 year, 52 minutes ago.
That's funny.
That's dope.
Take it easy. I'm like,
1 year.
Loud
Blake
shit.
Bortles.
Yeah, Blake Bortles.
1 year.
He's the franchise.
Bro, this
The
is
savior.
oh, this is too
Oh,
funny.
I'm about to. Yeah.
So
One of my Packer friends on Facebook was coming for me today too.
Listen,
It's over, bro.
it is, man.
I knew that was desperate.
We-
That
And
was
Snack of the day.
Yes,
We have Rice Krispie treats,
And lightsaber.
courtesy of Jay.
Okay, like that.
And then we got some lightsaber gummies.
Oh, the QT joint.
He's looking at him.
What is you doing? I didn't play
Yeah, I want some too.
He's a rude man.
Oh, what kind are those?
Those are the sour ones.
Oh, you don't like the sour joints?
Hey,
Sour joints is lit.
It is lit.
Sour joints is super
the
lit.
sour ones.
I got the sour ones.
They're right there.
You look at me.
Oh. Tim Tebow coming back. Just because
Fuck
of
Tim
Urban
Tebow.
Meyer. Just because of Urban Meyer.
The goal.
It's gonna fall
Getting
out.
him in as a tight end.
Another savior.
And then
You know
using
what
him
I'm
as a no, yeah, that's just to get him in.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna put him in the quarterback.
I'm in the quarterback room, throwing ducks, balls in the dirt.
He
No, just
Like
Well, this shit's hitting. Hey,
This is
y'all
super
don't
hitting.
know.
Busted.
I ain't gonna show they shit on camera, but it's the lifesaver
you
gun
just
just lit.
busting.
Busted.
We're a fan of these. We've been a fan of these.
Busting.
handles.
It's
You
good.
don't like when we smack on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't.
do it.
Yeah, don't do that on the mic.
Sorry guys. These is dope.
Yeah, those
Got Lifesaver gummies. I got
Sponsors.
we got the sour joints. Lifesaver. You want to sponsor us?
Gladly take all.
Always have these. We have these on Saturday too for breakfast.
Because we're adults.
Because we grown
Cause
up.
we're adults.
With-
Cause we're adults. We can literally eat this shit for breakfast if we want to.
Man.
So back to Tim Tebow.
Yes.
I really think if he does suit up as tight end, which I don't think he is, but if he is out there on the field,
How tall is
he doesn't
that?
have a target like that.
Oh, he is.
Tim Tebow's not that big.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh, you mean he's fat? He hasn't been doing nothing for the past 8 years.
We don't know that.
I'm sure he's in shape.
I would say he's in decent athletic shape because he had to do baseball. Baseball don't translate football wise.
Right.
You could be fat in baseball and still be good.
Yeah.
D-backs got
But he was no. Was
This
it?
is
Was
in
he?
the minor leagues
Was,
for the Mets.
wait. Was he? What position did he play in baseball? Because you can't be fat in the outfield. I feel like he was a first baseman and a third. Either he was playing first or third. Either way.
Either way, it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Right. And then he went to doing college.
Game day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he was actually. I'm not gonna lie. He was actually decent. In college game day, like being an analyst and stuff like that, it is decent. It was very tolerable.
How do you feel about him getting signed by the NFL team?
Urban Myers.
I mean, we know the deal. Like it's a combination of Jacksonville needs to sell tickets. Urban Meyer It's just Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer's a dirt.
Let him know. Let him know.
I don't like.
You already started.
Yeah.
You might as well finish.
I don't like everywhere he goes is a shit show. Every fucking where he goes, like he's never left anywhere without scandal. I think like I'm trying to remember what happened at Utah.
What happened in Utah?
I can't remember,
I
but
don't
it was.
follow him like that.
Well, again, that's the only reason why I know is because I watch college football like that.
You do.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember what the fuck the deal was. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll come at the unopportune time.
Okay.
But yeah, some shit that you talk, and the Florida shit. I mean, look who's on those Florida teams, man. Percy Harvin, Riley Cooper, Tim Tebow, Cam Newton,
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
Who left UConn to go play football in the Gators with Tim Tebow?
There's a bunch, there's a.
And then murdered somebody. Don't forget that part.
That's a whole, that comes later.
Yeah.
But if they did a 30 for 30 on that Florida team,
Wild.
oh, for sure.
Wild.
Thanks a lot.
For sure.
Urban.
That's a 10-part documentary.
Yeah. And then, like, not only that, but then the Ohio State shit, like, the first hire he made as the Jaguars coach was the racist, what's his name? The strength and conditioning guy. Strength and conditioning guy was calling people out their names, to sort of speak, particularly black players. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that wasn't gonna fly. It was the guy. Was it the guy from Iowa, the strength and conditioning coach from Iowa? I'm sure somebody will say something in the comments like, no, it wasn't him. But it was a strength and conditioning coach. And yeah, you can't talk like that to grown men not in the league who've already got money, who will make millions. They'll kill you. And for him to go from that situation straight to the league, it's pretty much a promotion. Yeah, it didn't sit well with anybody. So Urban had to double down. Well, he didn't even double down. He just quietly fired the guy. And they have been friends for like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, he is never without scandal. I'm just waiting.
They're gonna have another losing season, so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But I mean, I'm cool with Tebow coming back to the NFL.
I'm not.
Why?
So again,
I said I'm cool with it.
Why does he deserve a shot at the end of the
why does he deserve a
doesn't.
shot, but Kaepernick
He doesn't.
not?
That's true.
day? He doesn't.
It's literally to sell tickets. It's a media ploy.
Yeah, that's it. But
That's all it
he
is.
does not deserve a shot at the
Like
end.
Of course
Vikings,
not.
Vikings deserve a Kaepernick. I'm just saying.
Kaepernick does deserve to be in the NFL right
No,
now.
he does deserve to be at the Vikings.
Tim Tebow has never played tight end. Never, not even in high school.
Ever.
I just see him as a little guy. He's not big enough
They
for the
literally-
tight end.
They literally
Again,
told
that's
they
just the
literally
step to
told
get in.
him coming out of the draft, hey, we think you would fit. Tim Tebow could have easily been a hybrid of something.
Yeah.
Every year we got all these players switching from receiver to DB or such and such, making the sacrifice because they want to play in the league.
Like the wild card quarterback from the Saints.
Yeah, Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. That's a running back. Something.
What's the name of the BYU?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. My
You're
bad.
close.
Peyton Hillis, Taysom Hill. Anyway, fuck. Taysom Hill, mind you, coming out of BYU, he was like, I think he was a finalist for. No, he didn't make it. But at one point in college, he was a Heisman hopeful, which is a big deal. And yeah, it didn't happen, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, they, in the league, they was like, fam, we don't know what the fuck you are, so you just gonna have to do everything. So, remember he played tight end, he played running back at one point, he was returning kickoffs. Now, Tim Tebow's not the athlete like that, but yeah, fam, you got motherfuckers all the time. These motherfuckers trying to convert Lamar Jackson to a receiver.
Yeah.
This is the same dude. So what I'm saying is, there are people in the league all the time who make the conversion, right? And they're like, okay, I got to do this. Fucking, what's his name? Not Julian Edelman. Was it Julian Edelman? Who was the quarterback at?
Julian Edelman.
Yeah, okay. He was a quarterback at first, right? All right, cool. That's what I'm gonna do. But with Tim, he just shrugged it off and was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And then it didn't work out. But for him to play tight end, whole different position. Oh my God, it's fucking disastrous. But yeah, we're gonna see.
I think somebody needs to have, if they're not already, but I think they are, someone needs to have these conversations with these kids when they're star players and they're going into the NFL. Like, hey, just because you got drafted does not mean that there's a reality that you're going to be doing this for 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to have that real stern conversation with them.
Fucking fact.
Especially.
Just because I that one quarterback from Hawaii died. Yeah, he passed away, and he was a Heisman, one of the finalists.
He was a finalist.
Yeah, he broke all
Out of fucking
records
Hawaii.
Out of Hawaii, he put them on the map.
That is very difficult.
That, yeah,
I remember when he was doing it.
Yeah, that was like 07 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And like everybody,
yeah,
everybody was like, "Yo, this kid got it." And then when you're like from an unknown high school or college, I don't want to say unknown, but from like a college where like people are not going to expect you to be something in that, it's like, and he was good. Like I said, he was a Heisman finalist, but when he got to the league, he got hurt, injury riddled. Just never really got a shot to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Went down a dark path, started drinking a lot.
I could believe
Had to go to rehab and all that shit. And I was reading it, and his dad said he was doing really good, but I guess something might have happened. My boy passed away, and for him to be doing that, like he just passed away. Now he's like 38 years old.
Yeah.
That's fairly young.
Yeah,
That's fairly young.
Yeah.
And for somebody to, I don't know what the case was. I'm not. What I'm about to say, I'm not pertaining it just to him, but what I'm saying is that at 38 years old, you haven't been in the league. Somebody like you have to take accountability of your life and where you're at. I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying in general, specific, any athlete in general. If things don't go your way, if things don't go how they planned out, you have to have some type of plan to pull yourself up and get back together. Right? Because that shit can take you down. It can take you to the deeps of the ocean, and then who knows what might happen. I think people need to start having these conversations with these kids. That's why, like, Marcus and them, like, that's what those two kids that were playing football, and that shit was like, yo, kids do not need to be doing this.
It was all over Twitter.
Like, they do not need to be doing this, right? And I'm like, this shit is super fucking crazy. Like, you out here sacrificing yourself.
Them kids headbutted each other. They didn't even tackle properly. The kid who was trying to tackle properly.
It looked like it was beat them with malice.
Yeah. That shit, one, he's too small.
Too small.
Secondly, he led with his head. And then the kid running the ball led with his head too.
Yeah.
Damn. It was.
All the coach said was get up, get up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I heard that too. The coach says, "You all right? Get up."
What's wrong with you?
This kid is 10, like 11, 12 years old, and it's like, yo, he's probably younger than that. You look younger.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, yo.
These were young kids.
So there's a video of two kids. I think it was like a Pop Warner League or some shit like that. Two kids. They're doing like a tackling drill. So one of them had the ball. It's kind of like a running back, and then the other one was a defensive player. And then what they would do is they would both like run at each other, and then the defensive player, of course, has to get the stop. But because of poor tackling techniques and poor running techniques, like you're taught like how to actually tackle. Like you never lead with the crown of your helmet. One, that's a flag. Two, you risk yourself to get injured. So it was just poor technique on their behalf. It was just poor technique on their behalf, and they collided. And one of the defensive backs really didn't get up.
They went head first, and the kid just got laid out.
He got laid out.
Harold.
These kids are like 8, 9, 10 years old.
Like head to
I'm
head
like,
and then back.
I'm like, yo, these kids do not need to be doing this right now.
Nope.
Like they do not need to be doing it. Let them be kids. Like they'll have all of their teenage years, college years, or whatever to be doing this to try to pursue something like that. But let these kids be kids, man. That's terrible. It is terrible.
No, yeah. It was,
I didn't even get to see the video, but I heard it a lot at work where this mom literally witnessed the teacher beat the shit out of this one kid in front of their mom. Is that just I heard of it, did not see it.
I seen it.
I saw it.
Do speak about
That principal kissed my ass.
And it was with the parents' consent.
That parent could kiss my ass too.
Was it because the parent was trying to record and see what they're doing here? Like, basically that?
The parent, it seemed like the parent gave them permission.
So it was recording the whole thing?
Yeah.
The parent was recording. Jay, did you see this video? No? So a parent, like, I don't remember the context of it, but mind you, this child probably wasn't listening or whatever, and the principal literally paddled this kid. 6 years old, 6, 7 years old kid. Right in front of their mom. And the mom was recording it, so I'm guessing the mom gave him permission because the principal was saying, you can listen to your parents next time, whatever they tell you and everything, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And my thing is,
That's always very uncomfortable.
it is very uncomfortable. And my thing is, the comfortability that this principal had with saying, okay, yes, I'll do this to your child. Like, if Marcus is acting up, and I tell you guys, hey, if he does something, hit him. How comfortable will you guys be doing that? Zero. Because I wouldn't expect you guys to do that. It's not your place to do that. It's my place. That's my place to do that. The fact that this principal was very comfortable with paddling this kid didn't really sit right with me.
I can tell you now, and I hate to just bring it back to me, but I've coached kids and their parents were like, Coach, I know, like you've coached my, such and such for how many years? Do what you gotta do. I'll be like, well, I'm not this child's parent. You can't just be, you know what I'm saying? They're like, no. We trust you. We know your judgment. You wouldn't do. Now, granted, obviously, I wouldn't. I haven't had that. There was about 3 kids where I was like, okay, but their parents gave me the okay. But those were 3 kids where I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do something. Now, and these were younger kids, right? So mischievous, misbehaving, not listening, yada yada yada. That's where that happens. Now when they get older, I feel way more comfortable.
Yeah.
Cause like I done yanked up a preteen or 2, like a teenager or 2, like on some football shit, like bruh.
Yeah. See,
that's different. Like that's different.
different.
But at that age, it just feels so like I don't like kids screaming like that, especially when they're not related to me. Like it just gives me queasy because it's like I'm hurting somebody else's child.
Yeah.
Like it's literally someone else's child. I don't give a damn because again, I got all the permission in the world. I would just run them like, all right, hey,
Go
hit the left.
Start running.
Hey fam, hit the left until I tell you to stop.
Worse than be dead.
Yeah, and kids would be like, "Yo, can I do push-ups? Can I do ink? Get the running, bro."
Yep.
All I would do, look at them and just be like,
Go.
they be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But in those instances, man, when the parents was like, yeah, no, you give them a whooping or anything, I was like, wow.
No.
Like I was like, I'm not doing that, but I didn't show them up. I had the threat had to be carried out. I was like, all right, well, back in my mind, I was like, I'm never touching this kid like that. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hell no.
But going back to that story, it says a lot about the principal, so he easily was able to do that
That's wild, man.
with consent. This is ridiculous.
I didn't feel comfortable with that. I was like, no.
So
Don't touch my kid.
I can now on the flip side, I was a kid. So at the time, my mom, pretty much my mom's generation, there was a principal at one of my middle schools. They all went to school together. All really good friends, yada, yada, yada. And this particular principal would, give kids whoopings. Now, she never gave me one because I'm quite positive my mom did not approve. She wouldn't approve that because she was like, no, you're my responsibility. We gonna get this when we get home. Like me, solo adult, like I'm gonna handle it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that like some of my friends, their parents was like, yeah, give them one. Man, bro, whew, that ruler boy, no joke. But yeah, I think it's literally about the comfortability of those 2 adults. with that child. Like, as the parent, you're comfortable enough to trust this adult to mandate, punishment. And as the adult giving the punishment, you gotta you trust in the parent. Like, okay, well, they allow me to do. It's just a very icky situation. Like, I don't want to be immature about it, but it's just like, ew.
Yeah.
To me, that's just me though.
Wait,
Yeah.
so, but if the parent was okay with it, how did the video get leaked?
Because of
The parent shared it.
recording it.
So the parent,
Did
this
she
is what
post
really
it, or
happened.
what the fuck?
Wait,
Right.
speak on the mic.
Oh. The parent was literally recording.
No, I know that.
Yeah,
How
but
did so she posted it?
she's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, she's the one who did it.
So why would she do that?
Who the fuck knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if you were okay with it, like, why would you?
I don't know.
I don't think it was a
Bullshit.
bad thing though. I don't think it was like ooh, look at this teacher mistreating my child. I think it was.
I see.
That's another thing
It's
too.
for attention.
We're gonna get into a generation of parents who like public humiliating their children.
Which is terrible.
That's fucking horrible.
Like, I'm starting to, like, I'm for real. Like, I was thinking about that like a couple of years ago. I was like, we're gonna start seeing more and more of parents who grew up with cell phones record their kids misbehaving and giving them their punishment
Because everybody
and showing,
records everything nowadays.
and showing the world what their punishment is.
Yeah.
Like, I saw,
What's so?
what made me think about that just now was years ago, this kid got in trouble, so his dad made him run. Like, his dad made him run home.
I think I seen that. He was running from school. He was
Yeah.
driving his truck. And it was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I don't agree with running in the rain because that's fucking dangerous, especially on the road. But I'm like, why record it?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like,
Unnecessary.
I don't understand recording a kid's punishment.
Where's the lesson out of this? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, now you could easily, because I'm sure that there'll be people in the comments. Well, you're not a parent. You don't understand. I'm like, well, you're right. I'm not a parent, but I've been around enough parents to know, fam, you publicly humiliating your child, because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You doing that can't be good. Like, I know that much.
At all. At all.
Like, it's just odd to me, and there's going to be a fucking wave of parents doing that, and their kid is gonna have to live with, yeah, in the 3rd grade, yeah, you see me crying because I messed up, and it's just like, okay, that's awkward.
I remember
Lives
seeing
on the
a
internet.
video where some dude cut his kid's hair.
Yeah.
Like, he gave him the little the
yeah.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
He said he wants to act grown. You make him
Yeah.
look like a grown. So he cut like the cul-de-sac in his hair. And he left it like that. He had the patches on the side and everything. And I was just like, yo, like why? Like why? Like why?
Just cut his hair all the way if that's the case. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
why the humiliation?
I laughed at first.
Oh no, this fucking hilarious.
But when you think about it, like it's pretty fucked
Afterwards.
up.
It's damaging
The
you.
4th time it's watching.
You kind of
I'm funny, but I'm mad. It's funny, but I'm mad.
yeah.
Yo,
Cause it's like, again, man, these kids don't grow up with that shit, and it's like, look, man, when the shoe drops, cause it's gonna drop, and the shoe drops, meaning you're gonna get old, and then that it's gonna need to be taken care of.
yeah.
The kids gonna look at you like, well, let's go ahead and shave your head off.
It's like you need a haircut.
It's like you need hair. Like, I just never understood that. Like, fam, what?
Yeah. Now.
That shit is crazy to me.
My only past experience of witnessing was from a janitor. This is from like my junior high. Manny might have been there, but it was 2 kids running around the cafeteria. Kid you not, I was literally sitting down just waiting for that. Oh, it's recess. Like, oh, I'm about to head out play ball, right? These kids, I want to say they were in 8th grade. They were just hauling ass, running around. You see the janitor. This dude was in shape, chasing this kid. Caught him. The principal was yelling at the kid, and next thing you know, he gets suplexed on the down cafeteria, like, bam! Back, flat, just, yeah, like, yelling at him, and then the principal looks around, just, kids, like, we are sorry, apologize, and generally was, like, literally, like, grabbing him, took him out to the principal's office. I was like, oh, And then
I don't remember that.
yeah, you don't
I
remember?
don't remember that.
Okay,
You can tell me off air because I want to know who
Oh.
this was.
There was 2 kids. I remember this because I'm like, I don't want to get body slapped. That shit hit.
Yeah, that's something that you're probably gonna remember.
Yo,
You've seen it.
I'm thinking, yo, I want to be good. Like this, I want to go play
Just
ball.
over here eating Jello, fam.
Right? Kid you not.
Yo,
Oh,
he's eating Jello.
shit, dude. No, like, I hear those doors, right? Those fucking gate doors,
Yeah.
like, bah! It was
Yeah,
loud.
yeah.
Sunlight hits. I was like, whoa. Fucking the one kid going around, he's trying to escape. That's what I'm thinking. And one kid goes around opposite side. The cafeteria, there's a gate coming in. The janitor just gets him and he's like, shit. And I'm mind the fine. I'm just right here just watching the whole thing. I'm like, oh, shit. Gets caught and he's fighting back. He hits the janitor and like literally grabbed him and suplexed him on the damn table. Did not care.
Imagine if you're a new kid and that's your first line.
We're
Just like, what the fuck? Where is my mom? Where is my dad? Get me the fuck out of here.
that Kermit look.
Shit.
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
It might have found you, we got our recess, but we couldn't play because we were so just shocked on what the f is happening.
Straight up NBA playoff picture,
Fuck the Celtics. They suck.
playing game matchups.
My Warriors about to get in though.
West,
Oh,
the AC. What'd you say?
Phoenix is they had no business losing yesterday.
But still, I
We
mean,
sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty.
Sitting
Stop.
pretty.
A lot of people
Oh, look,
For once in 11 years, we're up there. We're not down here.
I understand that, but why is it that they're performing that way? Because I feel like they're not ready.
I think it's because Chris Paul.
All right, let's talk about the Knicks. That game.
No, let's talk about
MVP.
Go ahead.
Oh man, look, if these motherfuckers get their ass whooped in the first round,
Which I think they will.
Western Conference Finals
if
at
these,
best.
I'm talking spicy,
Y'all heard it.
spicy. I
Y'all
like it.
heard this.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
If
Hey,
y'all play the Lakers in the first
y'all
round,
can, y'all. So, you want to hear something funny?
y'all might get whacked.
Yeah.
So,
But
Lakers play the Suns in the first round. In another group chat of mine of 9 people, there's there's a $1,000 bet.
Oh,
If the Suns play the Lakers and the Suns lose, well, the Suns-Laker matchup, whoever loses has to pay $1,000. Let me tell you something. There's one person we know who's a Suns fan in there, and another person, y'all know the other person too. Yes.
oh God.
Yeah. He put the money up.
Damn.
And
I'm not that.
I laughed so hard because I was like, you do realize, like, with that kind of money on the line, you're depending on DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton had 8 and 8 the other day. Sir, and he has those games, like,
It's been a while since he had that game, actually.
but I'm saying, Paul, he's very capable of having one of those.
It does bother me that when he gets to playing against these bigger centers, he gets
He's
He
going
gets
up
whooped.
against Anthony.
does that homer. He's
And he's going up against Anthony Davis.
Yeah. That first, if they play the Lakers, I already said in that particular group chat, I said, look, whoever loses, boy, we are cooking you.
I'm gonna bet on $1,000.
$1,000, bro.
I hope they both
It's
lose.
a wrap. I was like, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
I was just hoping the Lakers keep losing in our out period, but that's not gonna happen.
I want the Lakers to get out in the first round. So
That'd be
I'm
amazing.
kind of pulling for you guys. But then again, I have my Chris Paul agenda, so I'm not pulling for you guys.
Of course.
So
I honestly don't. I want the Suns to win a championship, but
He said, but my Sixers.
Let it out.
if by any chance it's literally Sixers Suns final, Suns gotta go.
that's not the case. I don't think that'll happen.
You're right. The Suns ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, that's not gonna make it.
I think it was last
I
night.
think the Sixers or the Nets might come out in the.
I think so too.
The Nets, yeah. I think it's
Sixers
gonna
or
be
the Nets,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be the Nets.
James Harden.
James Harden coming back. I think it was today.
Today? No.
Was it
Today.
Okay.
Today's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Today.
what's it? We'll see.
Yeah. I was watching the
I'm
Knicks
scared of them.
and
I really
Lakers last game.
It's not my sons. I want James to get a ring.
No. Steph Curry.
Yeah, I can't have him win because he's literally he's in the fucking way. Get him the fuck out of here. Like I said before, bro. I wanted the Nets and Kyrie and KD to do well. It just so happened the year before they didn't play, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. These motherfuckers are a threat now. Fuck them. Nah, I'm not rooting for them. If they play the Sixers, they got to get the fuck out the way. Because my agenda, boy, if the Sixers, not only if the Sixers make it, if the Sixers fucking win, yeah, just cancel the podcast. I ain't showing up. Well, you know what? I might show up, but just block out.
I do like seeing when you act stupid though.
Just block out the time. Just block out that. Like, give me 25 minutes. I got a fucking list. A list. Of people. Ooh, excuse me. Of people. Twitter and people in real life people. I'm naming names.
Just IG like that.
Yeah. Oh, bro. I'm getting drunk as shit. I'm taking off work at least a couple days. I'm sick.
I'm sick.
Yeah, straight up.
But yeah, there was a jump off between Derrick Rose and AD, right?
I saw that.
My man, I thought he was slick. I was like, you can do that.
I thought that was legal too. But
Yeah, he jumped ball. He didn't even jump for it. He just went for the ball when he was going to go for it, and they called it.
They Rockets used to do that.
It was a nice try though.
It was a nice try. I'll give him that effort, but his defense was on point on the last couple seconds.
D Rose still got it.
He still got it, but I don't know why he gave the ball to the wrong
Wasn't a
person.
surprise,
And
yeah.
then it was just terrible. The way it ended on overtime.
Pleasantly surprised about D Rose.
I'm surprised about the Knicks.
Yeah.
No, I'm not surprised about Mike Lee.
Who?
Spike Lee, I'm sorry.
Spike.
Oh, that whole shit. Yeah, Spike Lee.
He was like,
Yeah. He always got the craziest expressions during the game.
and then the air ball comes and he's just standing there.
So right now, oh shit. Oh no, it's the same. My bad. Excuse me. Right now, as it stands today, the Lakers will be playing the Warriors in a playing game, and the Grizzlies will be playing the Spurs.
Curry go.
I personally think it's gonna be the Lakers, Warriors in the playoffs.
I hope it's the Warriors.
I'd rather play the Warriors.
Oh yeah, because it's Steph.
I don't know, man. Y'all lost yesterday.
He went 1 for 11.
And y'all
We
lost.
got beat by
And
Andrew
lost.
Wiggins. That's who
And
we got
now
beat by. That's sad.
Lost.
That is sad, and he ain't gonna have no 38-point game.
No.
And Steph is not going to shoot 1 for 11.
That's true. I still think they have a better chance of beating Steph than them.
They do, but
That's what I'm saying.
Steph
Is the goat.
Steph is Steph.
Steph is top 5 of all
I think y'all
time.
can beat them. Y'all can beat them 4-1. I think it'll go 5 games.
I think it'll go 7.
They're just too young of a team, and they're not.
They're just not talented enough.
Yeah.
They
No
ain't, got,
defense.
they ain't gotta be young. They just not good enough.
Chemistry there? Warriors?
Warriors in 7.
We just had a dud last night. We won the season series.
Warriors
Yeah,
in
this nigga, I was about to say, he said it multiple times. Warriors in 7. I do not feel that way.
Warriors in 7.
I got Suns in 5.
Suns at 6.
Warriors in 7.
Suns at 6 safely.
Safe.
Safe.
Warriors in 7 safely.
Ooh.
Okay.
Reaching.
The East playoff matchups and games. We got C's versus Hornets. Pacers versus Wiz. I don't give a shit about none of this.
Let's go, LaMelo.
I think the Wizards game.
That was Mike, you want to show about that? You just said, let's go LaMelo.
I know I'm talking about the Wizards and the Patriots.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. It's nothing about LaMelo. Nigga, this nigga likes the Celtics. Why y'all let this nigga off the hook? They sorry.
Yeah.
Man,
I
they did
agree.
it.
What's understanding gotta be explained.
Fire Brad.
Damn. That's wild. Danny Ainge got to go too then, right? I'm assuming.
I give him 1 more year.
So next summer.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have been though.
I give him 1 more
You
year.
know what? It's just fucking hilarious, man. Just because, like, this motherfucker talks so much. Like, Danny Ainge over the years, and we talked about this on Twitter. Are you a part of the conversation on Twitter? No, huh?
Probably not.
No. Anyway, but me and a couple other people who obviously are talking gay a lot talk about Danny Ainge. I'm just like, this motherfucker says so much and don't get shit done. He, every time, well, we could have had this person. He don't get none of this shit. And it's been quite clear that the C's have lost depth every year that this regime has been under play. And they just can't replace this shit. And it's always next year. Which is hilarious because, one, they thought they were there when they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but clearly they were not, right? Mm-hmm. That was a fluke because they haven't been back since, and that Kyrie shit didn't work.
They were there last year.
No. Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, they played Miami last year.
Oh yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the one.
No, and then a couple years ago, when was it?
No, the weird Kyrie went, right?
That was one.
And then
last year.
Yeah.
That's four seasons.
No, wait, what?
That's 4 seasons.
In a row?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm not saying.
They didn't go 4 seasons in a
Yeah.
row. They went 16, then 17. They got out in the second.
Yeah.
18, and then
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. And then last year.
Okay, but what I'm saying is every time it's gotten considerably worse due to his indecisions. One, I don't personally, to be honest with you, if we keeping it a buck, he has not done anything with those next, like them next picks have expired.
Yeah, they're over.
They're over, and he has nothing to show for it. Literally nothing. All he does is talk about what he could have done, Hey, no. There's fruit snacks over there. Huh? There we go. Oh shit. All right. Anyway, yeah. So he hasn't fulfilled that, and I just find it odd that he just keeps talking. And now you get the fire Brad shit. And just literally a year ago, Brad was the second coming of Greg Popovich. What the fuck happened? This shit is crazy.
I never said that.
Okay, but but the sentiment was this is a young new savant in the game, and this shit ain't panned out.
My thing with Brad is he never makes the right adjustments when needed.
Do you think it's because y'all don't have the horses? When I say that, I mean because clearly when y'all had the Gordon Hayward issue, everyone saw that except them because they literally got 3 dudes that do the exact same thing.
But Brad wanted him too.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it was a good problem to have, but why? It looks like it staggered everyone as far as Tatum. Well, obviously Brown.
Oh yeah, it did. I was a big advocate for getting him out of there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they didn't really do nothing with him. Like when he was playing with them, or they didn't even try to trade him away. If they did try to trade him away, they didn't do a good job at it.
Do you think they did do you think they regret the Kimber shit? Because his knees look bad. That herky jerky shit, like I said, it ain't gonna work long term. How do you feel about that?
Do they regret it? Probably. But I don't think they expected it to linger this long.
Did he come back into the game last night? No.
Kimber or
They lost to that too. Cavs.
yeah, they might miss the fucking playoffs.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a tough. Boy, oh boy, Jackie McMullen better write something. boy, I better see something because this is some bullshit. Like straight up,
Yeah.
like for real, dog. Like, because for the longest time, right, as far as timelines go, Sixers and Celtics, because of who they have, because of who we have, direct competition.
Yeah.
Young team versus young team. They both have Star Wars, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 right? Sixers' main fault was literally because they had subpar coaching. Let's call it what it was. Brett Brown, not it. That's literally, the formula is the same as far as the roster goes, as far as the Sixers go. Formula is the same. Get some shooters, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons don't shoot, whatever, blah, blah, blah. couldn't do shit before. Literally the same guys. The same fucking guys. Curry is Redick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris is Ilyasova and a couple other guys. Like, it's literally the same fucking player. Except you got Doc. And that's why we're winning. That's why the Sixers are winning now. Is because in-game, I mean, obviously, Dwight Howard and some other players are different from that standpoint and everything like that. But literally, because Doc is there, they're well coached. Out of a timeout, they have a decent fucking play. That's something that I would look at Brett Brown. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't get your rotations right? like again, this is a person who's just a fan. I'm not even in there, and I'm just like, dude, what? You had the timeout, and that's what you drew up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fam, that's on you. Now, obviously, I gave him enough time because I felt like, because his coaching record is shot because of the tanking years, right? Like, I totally understand that. Like, I gave him as much grace as possible because I was like, that's fucked up. This is going to be real fucked up if he loses all these games because of, you know, the process and tanking and everything like that, and then they fire him and get somebody new. I was like, that's fucked up. Let him prove himself what he can do with at least a decent fucking roster instead of, you know, NBA D-leaguers. And sure enough, he got them as far as they could go, and then, yeah, it wasn't enough. So he had to go. And now they're soaring. They're number one team in the East, and it looks like they're ready to win. So we'll fucking see. Doc is on his revenge tour because all that shit about with the Clippers, he got cooked. He's very much motivated to do well. The Sixers don't play anybody till the conference finals. If they stay first, if they beat, I think they play Miami tomorrow. If they beat Miami tomorrow, they're able to rest everybody and still they would have already clinched the first seed.
Victor Oladipo's out for the season.
I saw that, but I don't necessarily. I haven't been watching Miami like that. I don't know necessarily how much he. I don't know how much he contributed anyway, but I do know they have worries about Tyler Hansbrough.
Tyler Hero.
I know, right? Tyler Hero. Because apparently they don't like how much fame he's gotten, and you know he hasn't really proved it yet. So I'm just like, well, this is the monster y'all created, so deal with it.
Yeah.
Compare him to Booker.
Fucking silly. Anyway, but yeah, man. So Sixers don't play. If the things were to stay the same, and the Sixers are still first going through the playoffs, they wouldn't play Milwaukee or the Nets until the conference final, which I'm all fine and dandy with. The second round,
I just want the playoffs.
So do I. I'm tired. I'm like, look, Doc, show me something. Come on, let's go.
Warriors in 7.
All right.
It's been recorded.
With that said,
But yeah, okay.
oh, you're gonna.
Oh, you gonna keep playing it? Can they? I don't think
You
I
got
think it's too.
power to
I
grow.
think it's too loud.
Too loud?
No.
I'm saying when they hear it though.
No.
No. All right. Why are we playing the music?
You already know what time it is.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
You know what time it is. You guys will know what we're listening to. Those of you guys on YouTube. It's from Soul Tape 2, Fabulous Rich and Joe Budden.
Yes, sir.
The song is called Want You Back. Want You Back. Yeah, and it starts off with I love you, and I think we got the power to grow. Let me see it. What you do is see it.
I wish they could get these mixtapes on Apple Music, but
I wish,
Bro,
I
they
wish so
don't
too.
have it.
I wish
that's because they gotta clear the beats,
Samples.
Yeah, the samples and everything.
and that's like a whole process.
That pit for that.
Yeah.
That pit for that.
I got caught with Limewire and then it just went away. I don't know where to go. I got caught.
That pit.
That piff.
That piff. Is it on that piff?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on yeah.
Everything is on that.
Everything?
Pit.
Okay.
Everything is on that pit, bro.
I don't know how it works now, but
That's where I listen to all the old Weezy mixtapes.
Okay.
In your arms.
Now I know exactly where we're
Does
going with
anybody
this.
care about? I know we swing away to Joe, but does anybody care about Russell Westbrook? I mean, he broke the record, so I feel like, you know. Well, he tied it.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's a dope feat. Like, that's really good.
Okay.
This motherfucker leaves everything on the floor. I had to think. I was just like, damn.
He does.
Respect.
I respect it.
Yeah. No.
With that being said,
Talk about respect.
The cloth that we're cut from.
yeah, man, I really wanted him to win a ring.
Oh, you still
Russ.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh no.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Not with Washington.
Now, can I just say one more question?
What's up?
The NFL. You guys already had your schedule. I'm already looking into the whole tickets, but yeah, I'm not going to the Green Bay Cardinals. We're soon to be 0-5 against you guys, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, bro, just give it up
You
already.
said 0-5?
Yeah, we never won against the Cardinals.
Tankathon
Damn.
2020.
We're
That's
0-4. We were 0-4.
I was talking about you. I thought you were saying that you played them in week 5 and you were gonna be 0-5.
Probably.
Going into playing them.
I said probably. I'm like false confidence. Paul, hey, look here.
Paul.
Look, the Suns are winning, and the
I know,
Cardinals look
they
optimistic. Like,
do.
Paul, like, look, fuck all y'all. Paul, like, fuck all y'all, all right?
On
Look.
the week 6.
Which-
We're
I know-
in what?
Because I was about to say, because the Vikings, is it here or in Minnesota?
Here.
I
I
think
ain't
you guys
going
are
to that shit.
I think you guys are Super Bowl or bust.
At this
I
point,
see.
yes.
I see.
With the team that we're
Yes,
putting out
I know.
together right now.
Y'all got D-Hop, AJ Green,
James Conner.
Yeah.
The midget running the quarterback.
Can't say that.
He's a strong running back.
Oh, shit.
That's a slur word.
Ooh. Out here slurring.
He's just so, I be so nervous, bro. Because I actually, again, I don't have nothing against the Cardinals.
Josh Sproles was small.
No, but he's a quarterback. Darren Sproles was rocked the fuck up, bro.
We're talking about Kyler, right?
Yeah, Kyler.
And you guys picked up someone else from the Patriots,
Oh, he
right?
said Connor,
Oh, shit.
the running back from
Oh.
Pittsburgh. From Pittsburgh.
James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
James
James
Conner.
Yeah, James Conner. For 1
Oh,
year.
okay. I was talking about Kyler.
Y'all got him. Kenyon Drake.
Yep.
JJ Watt on defense.
Y'all got JJ Watt.
Do you
Is he
still
gonna,
got
JJ
Kenyon
Watt's
Drake?
gonna still, he gotta be.
Oh,
Y'all still got Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys still have Chandler, but y'all don't have Kenyon Drake no more.
Yeah, not Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, y'all have him on.
Nope.
The problem is, literally everybody in their division is also very, very good.
This is true.
No, that is
The
true.
Rams picked up
Cam
Bradford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's who got Deshaun Jackson.
Russ is still in the West, unfortunately. He didn't move.
Yeah.
The Niners are the Niners.
Fuck him.
You hate him. We're facing him on what, week 3? Fuck.
Look at you. All right, you know the schedule already. All right.
No, I saw my schedule. Like, I literally saw my schedule, his schedule. Fuck your schedule. Eagles, I have yet to see your schedule.
I just know that we play in the last 5 weeks. We play everyone in our division.
Damn.
So it's like it's the Giants, and then it's the Jets. No, they're not in our division, but then it's Washington, Giants, Cowboys.
Yeah.
it's
Yo,
weird.
and they already released it the first week, like how they did it on, not on Twitter, but I think it was on, no, it has to be on Twitter. Where, do they fix the games? Like, the first Thursday night game is Cowboys and the Buccaneers.
Some of them are flexed.
Oh, okay, alright, gotcha.
Yeah, I like how they put the Cowboys out there to get slaughtered for week 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some of them are flexed.
Oh.
Like on that Sunday game, those Sunday games, they're possible to be flexed out so they can change. So,
And they're trying to, like, make it, oh, this is not interesting to you guys. You got the Browns against the Chiefs, and then you got these other games. I'm like,
I'm to be honest with you, I'm really this season, boy. Again, it's probably because I don't feel confident in Vikings because
I'm like, there
we never got. Did we talk about the NFL draft? No, huh?
No, well, that was the last one.
Okay, well that's fine. Well, look, I'm a Vikings fan. They could have got Justin Fields. They didn't. He's a Packers fan. It's really not gonna matter once Aaron Rodgers leaves because if we smoke them like a pack of cools. So,
Smoking that A-Rod pack.
boy, they get their ass whooped. If Aaron Rodgers does not play with them, like it truly depends on how strongly you feel about Jordan Love. Totally get that.
We
don't know what
love. No,
You don't
I don't know
love?
I don't know what the fuck he's gonna be.
no, the man is not ready. He can't even make a pass like a perfect, like not perfect, but he can't even make a completion pass in practice. Like, that's how I'm not comfortable with Jordan Love.
I didn't know this, nor do I
didn't either.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Like-
care because I follow.
Yeah.
But to find this, I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Burn it to the ground, bro.
Rogers, do not follow what Favre
Do it.
did. Do
Set
not
it
go to
on
the
fire.
Vikings.
Swear to
Do not
God.
do a Favre going to the Vikings.
Set it on fire.
Favre is a piece of shit.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
We learned that later.
Now-
We didn't know that at the time.
We
Well,
didn't-
actually,
What?
he was a scumbag because he was married and was sending dick pics to reporters.
Yes, this is true.
That is true.
When he was with Green Bay too, wasn't it? It was
No, it was with the Jets.
Oh, it was with- oh yeah.
The New York media, he's trying to slow his schlong.
Dirty old
You're
man.
like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, what the
No,
Is that a
but
button?
yes.
That was also crazy because he kept advancing and she was like, no, I don't. She was like, Brett, I don't fuck
Stuffed
with you.
animal? Like,
It's a button in a fur coat.
This is terrible.
But no, there's actually like Devontae on IG and just Devontae Adams. It all comes down to it because his contract ends this year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's out.
No,
Come
yeah,
to the
it all
Eagles, bro.
depends. Like, yo,
Come to the
if
Eagles.
Rodgers doesn't come back, he's
Tankathon
he's out.
2020?
Come to the Eagles.
Fuck Eagles. I swear to you, like, I just ordered his fucking jersey and I'm already fucking heartbroken now.
Well, the NFL doesn't have that jersey rule where you can return it.
Can I? Cause I got
The NBA, the
Got your
NBA.
receipt, bro.
It's
No,
like,
no, because remember the NBA has that trade, you know,
Trade
trade
insurance.
shit. Yeah, trade.
like where you, like if you buy somebody's, like say Devontae Adams jersey and he gets traded, you can exchange it for, I guess, the team he's going to. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought they. I don't know if they still. I don't know if they have that, but yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah.
Trade insurance.
I really just.
Get it.
I just don't want Kirk Cousins, and I gotta wait a year. Oh fucking
Kurt
year.
Mathis.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Let's talk about the Joe shit.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
I'll stay quiet.
All right. So those of you guys that don't know, Joe Budden podcast was my favorite podcast to listen to. Don't know if it's going to continue here on out.
Shit, it's not.
Not in the capacity we thought it would be,
Yeah,
or we're used to, I should say.
yeah. I guess all the shit is going to be moved to Patreon,
Oh, for real?
which
All of it?
I hate because I am not going to.
But the-
So all their episodes are gonna be on Patreon now?
No, I think 'cause what Joe said was that they're going to record once a week. Well, they're still going to do their two a week, but one of them is going to be on Patreon.
it's gonna be Ice and
Is
Savon now.
Isn't I was gonna
They
say?
already have that on Patreon.
Isn't I was gonna say? Isn't that the normal then?
No, because both of them come out. Because they do 2 episodes a week, but they come out on Apple Podcasts and all the other podcasts and shit. But now I think they're gonna do 2. He's gonna do 2 a week. One of them is gonna be released to the public, and the other is Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's from my understanding when I was listening to
It should have sold
the
that.
2 hour.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so Joey fired Rory and Maul on air.
On air.
On air.
They weren't even there.
Damn. Got fired on the day.
Fired on your day.
I'm fired on your day off.
This is. Did I see this coming? I want to say no, but I did. Not necessarily the firing, but the deconstruction of the podcast. I seen that coming because when they came back, chemistry was off. But then in my mind, I was thinking, all right, the first couple episodes are always going to be shaky. Like coming back from something like that, the first couple episodes are going to be wild. No chemistry, no vibe whatsoever. It's going to be awkward. And the first 2 episodes, that's what they were. They were really awkward.
Yeah.
After the second episode, they went on vacation. Come back. They gone.
Burn it down.
They gone.
I didn't expect it to happen like this early.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
You
expect
guys
it
were
either.
blowing up the
but-
chat this morning. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Yeah, bro. I was taking my morning doo-doo, and then I read a comment like, "Yo, the JVP podcast is over," and I was like, "Nah, this can't be." And I was doing my research. Turns out that's what it was. Was I heartbroken? Yes. Did I want to listen? Yes. Did I find that link? Bet your ass I did. And I listened to all 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I will tell you, Joe went on a rant for a good hour 35.
Yeah,
He's a madman.
he was highly upset.
Highly upset.
Like I said, I found about it on Twitter. That's why I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. It's happening on Twitter. I was just trying to find it because
That Unsolved Mysteries meme was just spot on. Like,
There's a lot of memes.
yeah,
There's a lot of memes.
I don't know, like with Joe, where this goes because the stigma behind him is obviously everything he touches implodes, which is fine. But to academics was cooking today.
I didn't listen to that.
I hate that fool.
Oh, it was real gold. Cause him and Rory and Maul do not get along, obviously, and he has nicknames for them. He calls Maul Melly or something like that, or anything like that. Rory. It's something fucking silly, but anyway, it's just childish and petty. It's fucking funny, and he pretty much disparages them. Like, I told you, you weren't bosses, you were workers, motherfucker. You were goddamn employees. Don't miss me with this boss talk. That's only me and Joe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. He went off. So there's a couple of videos, right? So one was the reaction video from a week ago when they first got back, and it was awkward. He did a whole hour and change rant on that, and then today he went on for over an hour because it was on Twitch, and someone uploaded it. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Someone uploaded it. So there's that. Yeah, it was very direct to the point. Pretty much, fuck y'all some bitches. I told you, I was right. I'm always right. I don't lie. And yeah,
He ain't shit.
yeah, man. Ack was just in his bag today. It was good entertainment. I'll tell you that much. It was good entertainment. Wondering again what that's gonna do for Joe. What that's gonna lead to.
So this whole stigma of everything Joe touches explodes, right?
Like implodes. Like he
Implodes.
self destructs,
Right.
tears it all down. And and I was gonna say before you go, Ack made a point that said Joe may do that, but Joe also bets on his own talent. That's why he can keep coming back.
Yes.
So I'm sorry.
That was my thing.
Okay.
Like everything he touches may implode. I don't want to say everything, but it may seem like that just because Joe's been public from the start.
Yeah.
From the start, like you can put the whole Love and Hip Hop, how that shit happened. You can pin that shit on Joe. Like he
Yeah.
started doing this shit before Love and Hip Hop.
This is all true.
Yeah.
It may implode, but god damn it, he takes it as far as he can take it. And people think that it's not gonna get far at all. Like the podcast
He's
shit.
definitely an X factor. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
The podcast shit, like nobody expected it to be what it was, and it's one of the top, if not the top podcast in the
I think
world.
he said it. He could have ended it like a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he could have, but he did it. And like the shit that he built it like I said, based off of his talent, and he bets on his talent.
It becomes his. I pretty much was like, y'all see the podcast as a job, and the network that he's trying to create as a job, clock in, clock out. That's Joe's life.
Yeah.
And Joe said as much, and
Yeah.
Ack said that on the episode the week before. Remember I was telling you about, like, he said that the week before, and I was like, yeah, I feel him on that, because you see the passion in Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's serious about that. Like I see when I see the passion, I'm like, yeah, that's his life. I see why he's so passionate.
Yeah.
Because it's his life.
Yeah.
And he made that point today.
Yeah, he definitely did. Like he built this shit up from the fucking ground. And he talked about it on the episode where he said he didn't even know what a podcast was until he was on tour with Slaughterhouse, and somebody brought it up to him because they were talking about Slaughterhouse. The group was talking about some shit, and then Joe and somebody told him, "Yo, this could be a great podcast." And then Joe was like, "What's a podcast?" And they told him what it was, and that's where the idea started. And then he came in, started the podcast. It was been on since what, 2015.
Yeah.
And this shit's just ending now. Is it ending? I don't know. He said it did. I don't know what capacity it's gonna be in now, but shit that he builds, man. Like he takes it as far as it can go, and if it implodes, it implodes. But even at that, from my understanding when I was listening to this, was that when they came back, I don't want to say they squashed anything because I don't know what I can't judge somebody by feelings.
It seemed as though their grievances were all heard.
Yeah, their grievances were heard. Was it mended? I don't know. We can't say yes or no to that.
Yeah.
From my understanding was that Mal and Rory were supposed to show up. They did not show up. What Rory asked Joe were a couple of things like, yo, what was the Spotify deal? What was this deal? I need to get ownership in this, whatever it was. And Joe was saying no, like you don't get ownership in this. You don't get ownership in the podcast. You don't get ownership in the YouTube.
You don't need to,
whatever it is, right?
What the Spotify show.
Yeah, you don't need to know what that is. From my understanding, from Joe's point of view, was I started this shit without you, which is true.
Yeah.
He already was mad episodes into the podcast before Rory came around, and he was mad and Maul. No, and his YouTube, the Joe Budden TV, the YouTube page, that shit's been on forever. It's like you don't get ownership in this. This isn't yours. Can I help you build something on your own? Yeah, definitely can. Like he mentioned, like Barstool came to him. Tried. Yeah, he said, "Yo, I got this for you. This shit for you set up." And Rory was always interested, but shit just never came to fruition. Yeah. Right. Now, when it came time to discuss like payment, how they're gonna get paid and everything, it seemed as though they had a meeting with not just themselves, but with lawyers as well. Yeah. Which I thought was smart. Because it eliminates the friendship aspect of the business. So it's just two business people talking together. Two, you get a settlement on what you think you're owed, and what the business thinks you're owed. True. And in that episode, Joe was saying they're mad overpaid. Like they come into the podcast, and to be honest, when I listen to the podcast all the time, when Joe is speaking, when he's talking, he tells them, "Yo, react." Yeah. He says that multiple times. React. He brings up the topic. He says what it says. React. More often than not, they don't really react. I agree. Whatever it is, I think Joe always wants to pull more out of somebody to get the best content that's out there.
I can see that.
No, that makes sense.
And that, to me, that's why he was saying, yo, they've been overpaid. Now, also what he said was him and Ian is Joe's manager, I believe. He was saying that what they're getting paid is a mic talent from a radio show. Yeah. A syndicated radio show. Which I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how much A mics make, but if you're a syndicated radio host and you're the A mic, meaning that you're leading the morning show or the whatever show it is.
You're Charlemagne.
Yeah, you're DJ Envy. You're, here we got like John Jay and Rich and them. Yeah. You're getting that type of money, if that's not more, because that's what they were saying. They're getting paid more than the average A-type mic, A mic, and I'm just like, damn, like they're getting paid a lot of money to do this. And they're asking for ownership in certain shit. Meanwhile, Joe's telling them, yo, I got this opportunity for you. We can help do this, whatever it is. He already got like 3 podcasts signed to his network. Yeah. Right? Ownership, that's what he's been preaching this whole time. Rory and Maul, they don't really like doing podcasts. Rory said it himself. He said, I like coming in and I like sitting and I like talking with y'all. Do I have the passion to try to build my own podcast and put people here and try to find talent? No, I don't want to do that. There's only so much Joe can do for you. Yeah, right? There's only so much that Joe can do for you. My thing is, I do want to hear Maul and Rory's side of the story because
that's a need.
I think we need to hear that to complete the story of the Joe Budden podcast, and this will be a great documentary one day. Oh, for sure. I thought it would be, but I think we need to hear those sides of the story. Will we ever get it? I highly doubt it. If we do get it, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Yeah. But that's what I got from it.
I'm so curious because through this whole thing, obviously the whole academics drama, Maul and Rory kept preaching, you know, equity and stuff like that, and it boggles my mind that they went, you know, like, and I hate to keep parroting what Academic said through his Twitch live and everything like that, but he was pretty much saying that you mean to tell me you was talking all this boss talk shit, and y'all don't own shit, and you getting on me for what I'm doing over here. Now, off the strength of Rory and Maul, they were saying, pretty much their sentiment was, well, we went into this as friends, and we were told that, you know, we'll be fine, we're friends, and we'll, you know, go about it this way. Here's my problem with that. It's a fucking business. At the end of the day, it's a fucking business. That shit don't work unless there's paperwork. Prime example, right? Y'all know I had the clothing line and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All of our shit.
Still interested.
Okay. Right. So there's 4 of us, right? Actually, at the beginning, let's say, actually no, at the inception of it, there was 5 of us. One of us couldn't do it because he literally just had a baby. Life was happening fast. And it is what it is. He couldn't go on that journey with us. Fine. So there's 4 of us. We literally, before we did anything, because at that point in time, I'm the only one was business. I should say, because I was in. This is fresh out of high school. I had just been in DECA, and DECA's a business course for 2 years. You take it 2 years. Anyway, so I knew about sole proprietorships, partnerships, and everything like that. So I flat out was like, look, we need to set ground rules. This is not going to be a sole proprietorship because we all came up with this shit together. Okay, we're all partners. We're all equal partners. There's 4 of us. This is going to be tricky because we can't outvote anybody. It could be a stalemate, but fuck it. It is what it is. We're 4 equal partners.
Correct.
So when it came to bank accounts, when it came to taxes, when it came to everything, it was fucking hard, but it had to be that way because it kept everyone in check.
Yes.
It had to be. That's why when I'm looking at Rory and Mom, I'm like, wait, you went into this, yes, that's your homeboy and everything like that, but Rory, you worked a corporate gig before.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you ain't walk up and be like, oh, bro, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. I love this. Like, but I need this. You mean to tell me you didn't negotiate that? What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Like,
Sloppy.
yeah. And I'm like, and I understand the friendship aspect. I truly, truly do. And this is a conversation that we're eventually gonna have to have, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Ready
like,
for it.
yeah.
Stand by.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? How do you not prepare yourself? Because again, Rory and Maul, let's be real, they was cracking jokes on, you know, Lil Yachty not knowing his deal, and you know, just tidbits and this, and cracking jokes about a bunch of artists not knowing what the fuck they signed to and not getting their business paperwork right, and you didn't even tell me the whole time in 6 fucking years you ain't know shit. What the fuck kind of sense does that make? I'm like just listening to Joe, I'm like, so you extended the olive branch to your friends, they got on the show, they've been, you know, just been lackadaisical with the paperwork or whatever, and just off the strength of y'all being friends, you was treated right and everything like that, fine. If that's the way y'all gonna go about it. But I feel like Joe gets pissed off because then that friendship shit gets twisted and now you want to talk all business.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, Joe, he may be seeming like he's coming off his sociopath and selfish and all this, but he's a smart businessman.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
Yeah, he knows how to cover himself.
And on the Rory and Maul side, like Jay said, I respect what like Maul was saying 2 episodes back, like the friendship, respect. But in a business, it's only gonna go so far.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of so far, we gotta take a quick commercial break because his battery is gonna be so far gone. We won't charge that. So
Shout out to Drake.
quick commercial break.
can take off.
Thank you.
Are you recording, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh shit. Welcome back. Thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring us. This could be you guys if you want to sponsor us. Just go ahead and
send us some free merch and we'll talk about it.
you deserve and some money.
Yeah, that too. That's important.
All right. Before we left,
Yes.
Paul, you were talking about the whole respect thing with Maul and what he was saying and stuff, and you're right. It only goes so far when it comes to business. Respect doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what goddamn sure.
It's unfortunate, but it doesn't.
It doesn't pay the bills.
They don't.
Well, I understand what Maul was saying when they came back.
Yeah.
As far as it's us three. We're the ones that's sitting here in front of the camera. We're the ones that's giving out the content. This is what we're doing. This is like our show, and I get that, the whole respect thing. But my thing was and always will be is the show must go on all the time, and
We talked about that.
yeah, we talked about it several times, and respect doesn't pay the bills. Like it has to go on. I think the way Joe moved with handling that situation, and what Ice and Ish did, filling those seats and coming in, I think the first episode or two was a little bit like, I don't know if this is gonna last, but to me it stuck. Like I didn't think they did bad. I didn't think Ice and Ish did bad at all. One thing I did miss was the sleepers.
Yeah.
I was tired of Ice and sleepers and I didn't like. But I mean, besides that, I thought it went really well. I thought those episodes did really good. And then when Joe and when Rory and Maul came back, that's when things got a little bit awkward for me. And my thing, so what Joe said was like, yo, you can't audit your friends about this podcast shit. You can't audit your friends. Like, you think I'm hiding money from you and you're not getting paid well, but you're getting paid more than an A mic from some top radio shows. Like, you're getting paid more. For you to come and audit me and say you want to look at the finances, the accounting and shit like that, everything is all good. But if you want to do that, just know that there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. There's no coming back from that.
I don't know. When he said that, I don't know, man. Because I always felt like, fam, just give them the fucking, like, that's another thing.
But if you're, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, if they're asking about that, why don't you just show them? Just show them it. I get that. But at the same time, that goes back to Maul's respect thing. The respect, the trust, is it there, is it not? You guys know me. You guys have been rocking with me for so long.
Right.
I always have the best interest of this show, of this business at heart. Why would you think that I'm keeping something from you? Something that he's built from the ground up, right? Why would you think he's keeping that from you?
But then that's literally, well then fucking show him. If it's gonna be over, just fucking show him and be like, okay, you saw it, bye. But just fucking show him. Like, what the fuck? I was like he kept harping on it. I'm like, okay, so he wants to see the paper. Show him the shit. Literally show him, like, and I know they were talking about, like, you know, this is an accounting firm. They do everybody's shit. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry, you can't see the paperwork. I'm like, well, shit. If that's not gonna give you closure, motherfucker, just show them the shit. And just, but like you said, before you show them, be like, understand, I'm gonna show you this, but all of this is cut off from you. You can't. There ain't no. All of that is over with.
Yeah.
So understand that once I give you this, it's over. Peace. Toodles.
Yeah.
We out.
And
You understand it? Now, if he says, okay, if that's truly how you feel, and I'm gonna look at this, okay. But if I tell you that, and if I'm Joe and you're Rory, and I say, okay, but these are the stipulations of this, you can do what you will with that, but once you do, you're out. If Rory would have been like, okay, well, I'm gonna look at the shit, then I'm like, okay, cool, all right, bro, love you. It is what it is. But just fucking give him what he wants. What the fuck is the problem?
Pride.
I get it. And I understand, again, like I said, I understand the friendship, like, I'm your friend, how could you, like, at every turn I've gone over and beyond for you. How could you do this? How could you do that? But if the motherfucker, if another grown man keeps asking you about the shit, give it to him. And then just be done with it. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
That's why I said, I said it in our group chat, I was just like, I said, after that
Group chat I wasn't in.
well, you do not have an iPhone, so we not fucking it up.
Yeah, they gave me shit for a long time. But
But in the group chat, I was like listening to the shit. I was like, oh, he doesn't want to be friends with them ever again. He don't want to be their friends no more. He keeps saying, oh, we can still be friends. Not really. Not after the way he been talking to them and how they've been talking to him.
I think after this, they're definitely not friends.
It's not.
Before when they took before they took their break,
Probably.
it seemed like, yo, this is some shit we can just get over.
Yeah.
But this, definitely not getting over. And back to what you're saying, I think Joe's thing was, we had a meeting with both of our lawyers,
Yeah, you didn't say shit.
and we determined what was going to be right for you to get paid and what we think you could get paid, and we came to an agreement on something.
Yeah.
Why go back and ask to see some shit that is already done, that's already gone?
Yeah, that's bad.
Because he was asking, yo, I want to see the Spotify deal. It's like, yo, the Spotify deal came and went. It's gone.
Yeah.
That's 2017, right? When they got signed to Spotify. 2018.
I can't speak to Rory's strategy on asking about that though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's where Joe was lost, because to me, he's probably thinking, you're questioning everything that I've done to build.
Like now, like
If I'm Rory and I'm asking about the Spotify deal, I'm probably trying to gauge, okay, well, how much could I have made off the Spotify deal? Okay, if you passed on the Spotify deal for the betterment of us, how much would I have made on the Spotify deal? Is that comparable to what I'm making now? And so on and so forth. That's the only logical thing I could see from wanting to know what the contract you missed out on.
it's like too little, too late though.
Yeah, but if you're Rory, you're trying to gauge the number of
Yes.
how much you want to get paid. Because it's like, okay, the Spotify, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Spotify shit is dead and gone. Yes, but if they were gonna offer me let's say $15, but you're still paying me $13.75. Well, shit. I know that if they were going to give me 15, I know I'm way more than that $13.75 that you're giving me. Now, granted, that $13.75 is way more than I am worth. But because I know that 15 was there, your $13.75 is not that appealing. You're like, well, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, again, we don't know what Rory's take is or anything like that, but that's the only reason why I could see why he's saying, hey, I want to see this. Hey, I want to see that. Again, all Joe has to say is like, hey, you can see it, but once you see it, you're done. You're gone. And take it as that. So I'm pretty interested in how this is going to turn out.
I think Maul and Rory not showing up was that straw.
I think they should have showed up.
Because like I said, because from my understanding, Joe was expecting them to show up, and they were going to have that conversation.
I think if they would have showed up though, it might have not been pretty.
I don't think it would have been pretty either, but it would have been damn good with some numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that,
Well, go ahead.
no, I personally, I don't mind if I wish they would have shown up, even if it ended up just, hey, we're not talking about this, I'm out. Like if they just would have hit the, hey bro, we're not gonna talk about this no more, I'm fucking out, and just drop their shit and walked out.
Yeah.
I think that would have been better than not showing up. But
True.
if you don't want to show up, then don't show up. Make a statement.
Yeah.
Statement is a statement, whether you show up or not.
Yeah, that's true. Statement isn't if you show up or not, but if they show up, they at least give themselves a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Because now we can only speculate on what Joe's saying about them. If they would have showed up and gave us something to gauge from their point of view,
Yeah.
that's something totally different. Because now we can start putting two and two together rather than just having one side of the story and just speculating on what the other side is. So should they have showed up? I think they should have. That way we can, have some type of closure to this thing.
Yeah.
Because who knows if we're gonna get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Like as far as Rory and Mal, again, we don't know what they have planned or if they have any plans. As far as we know, Rory was last active on the Duce shit. That kind of it seems as though that ran its course. It didn't help that COVID kind of knocked everything out. I'm not necessarily sure we'll see Rory doing that again. Again, this is all mystery. Question marks everywhere. As far as what Rory and Mal gonna do. I know we talked about pre-production. About them getting more offers to show up on podcasts and do interviews. Interested to see what the route that they take with that, because I'm sure their phones is ringing off the hook. Because a lot of people do not like Joe Budden and would love to hear some salacious things about him. So it's interesting to see if Rory and Mal are going to take the bait.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting to see if they overall...
Joe also talked about how much of a liability Rory was.
He kept saying that, and I didn't understand. What does he mean, liability? Was he saying like from emotional standpoint, or?
Might have been. I know at one point he was talking about how Rory had to clear some shit up because I think there was like a joke of Rory had people sent to Academic's house.
Oh yeah, so Academics talked about that too. He believes that Rory's found out where he lived and wrote a letter to him and said "Happy Boss Day." So Academics talks about that. Apparently because Rory and Sam aren't together anymore, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But apparently Rory may have had a side chick or whatever. It gets messy, and like no one says and this is all coming from Academics. Nothing was definite as far as that. The only thing definite was that he feels that Rory sent someone to put that letter in his mailbox and everything like that, like happy boss day. But also Rory apparently tweeted that zip code, which was Academics' zip code, which is very similar to Academics' zip code. Pretty much sending another message like, motherfucker, I know where you at. Mm-hmm. Which when you do that, that's why Joe was like, look, no matter what, if he feels that way about you, Rory, ain't no other man can change that about him. It is what it is. Now, me personally, that's a clear message of aggression.
Yeah.
And Academics talks about that on his platform and says, look, I had beef up the security. I was taking extra precautions because I don't fucking know. I was like, that's fair. He was like, let's be real. The tax tone and what's the name situation is that with Troy Ave? Troy Ave been getting shot at for years. Troy Ave like damn near died, because his car got shot up, like his Lambo got shot up while he was in it on the fucking freeway.
Yeah.
So if I'm Academics and he covers all the shit, I'm sure he's paranoid. So with that being said, he keeps going at Rory and Mal, and Joe's like, look, that shit, it is what it is. I can't change how Academics feels about you, and I for sure know that Academics does good business, so in the future I may fuck with him. Rory is like, you shouldn't fuck with him because you was fucking with me, and Joe's like, but I can get a bigger bag with Academics, and hence why Mal made that comment, and Joe was like, but you already knew that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole web of, we could have done things better because we're friends, but we didn't, and now it's blossomed into something else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm totally. I don't want to say I'm vested into seeing this because, hell, their podcast is pretty much finito as we knew it, as constructed as, you know, Joe, Rory, and Maul. That's not happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
I feel confident in saying that that's not going to happen.
and one question now, for especially our podcast, or at what point would you guys want to put in like lawyers after 10,000 subscribers, or once you start seeing money kick in?
I think that's a question we can have off
Off
air.
air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be
Because
addressed off air.
we got to figure some shit out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait for those conversations.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
I don't know what, like I said, that's,
Another thing, what Joe was saying was how he talked about, like, even just promoting and advertising for the podcast. Like, what the distributors wanted were like, yo, this is the Joe Budden podcast, not the Joe Budden, Rory, and Maul podcast. So they was like, yo, this is the Joe Budden podcast. We want you to rebrand that as that. Because when they got signed on to Spotify, before they got signed on, it was the I'll name this podcast later, right? And then when they got signed on, it was the Joe Budden podcast. And Joe caked for them.
yeah.
It's like, it's the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Maul. That's Joe Budden putting that in.
He added their names.
It's not just me. It's Rory and Maul. When it came time to taking the pictures that they seen on the billboards and shit, they just wanted Joe Budden on there.
Yep.
These guys got to come with me, you know. So I give that to Joe. Like, Joe caked for them. He got them where they wanted to be, but
it didn't work out.
The B mics wanting to be the A mic.
It didn't work out. And that's unfortunate, man.
one thing I really hate about Maul is that he's that I'm too cool for school guy.
Yeah.
Where everything he does is like nonchalant, but he thinks it's like
The coolest
the
thing
coolest thing in the world. I'm just like, yo.
Again, that just speaks to that when Joe says these motherfuckers were lazy, because we talked about that pre-production. Fab clearly,
Wow.
not Fab, excuse me, Maul, but they have the same personality. Like we talked about, it's literally three motherfuckers that have the same personality. Like you can make the correlation. Fab, and again, this is just, looking at personality and stuff like that. Fab, Lloyd Banks, and Maul. Same motherfucker.
Lazy.
Just very laid back, too cool for school. And for, Fab and Lloyd, it works for them because it's their rap persona. But Maul, if you're going to be a speaker, a person who's talking all the time, on a podcast, you gotta
talk, man.
You gotta be more than willing to share.
You gotta have a personality.
Yeah,
that's why they're called personalities.
You can't be the laid back, too cool for school because
you can't see that through headphones.
Yeah,
yeah,
and we know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because we podcast all the time, so it's like with Maul, and obviously Joe was like, well, you know what? I talked to Maul. He should have had a sports show. Fam, if it ain't in him, it ain't in him. You can't force it.
Okay.
If he don't want to do it, he don't want to do it. But you just take that and say, well, okay, he don't want to do it now. Obviously, he's gonna come back up when this shit comes back up. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah.
It is going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely is, man. I can't wait to see what unfolds from this.
Joe also reiterated that they cannot start a podcast for a year.
Yeah, they can't because they're in a contract.
He'll sue their pants off. That's what he said.
They said, "Oh,
For a year.
For a year. I was like, I don't know. I was like, me personally, I'd fucking take that risk. If I was Maul and Rory, I'm like, see me in court, bro.
They don't want to do that though. Not go to court. They don't want to do a podcast.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what. Even with that, that's what I look at that. I'm just like, well, if they don't want to do the podcast, they ain't no real reason for them to no compete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just in case they feel froggy and leap, it seems as though that's what that is for.
Yeah. That shit would be fucking amazing if they did that. I'm all for it.
I said that.
Go ahead and,
So I said that in another group chat. I said it'll be funny at first. They will do astronomical numbers, but I don't know what the staying power will be. Because if it's Rory and Maul, they'll just have rotating guests every couple weeks. Pretty much what Joe could do now is just have Ish and Ice, rotate. Ian and Savant. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure no one gets stagnant.
I think it'd just be fine with him and how he was doing it today. It's just Parks and
Parks.
Ian was there or whatever.
Yeah, Ian.
Because Joe, he can talk for
Yeah, Joe can carry
2 hours by himself.
Yeah.
But see, it's when he's this week he's passionate about it.
Yeah.
3 weeks from now, I don't necessarily know if Joe wants to do an A mic by himself for that long.
And that's the thing. That's why Joe was like, "Yo, y'all are lazy," because there are times where
he does talk a lot.
He does talk a lot. But
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
times where he's like, "Yo, I don't want to be the only one talking."
That is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I meant when they say he talks
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
yeah, like the star player is not going to show up every single game.
Yeah.
He's going to play, but sometimes it's going to be like
He's just off.
he's just off. He has an off night, and you need somebody to carry him. Andrew Wiggins. Who's gonna be the fucking Andrew Wiggins? Don't mean to throw that out there, Paul. That's just fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
That's just fresh in my mind. Somebody got to
be
be the Andrew Wiggins, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. And I look at that, I'm just like, it's not. He's not asking much. He's just saying like, "Yo, on occasion, bring me something.
Yeah.
Bring me something."
Yeah.
And
Like when Rory went out with COVID, he when Rory came back, Joe said, "Maul, you did a great job filling in for the star player." Maul took offense to that, but at the same time, I'm like, "Well, Maul, sometimes you don't really add much to."
He just kind of sits there sometimes.
Yeah.
he just says,
Nods or whatever.
That shit don't convey on the headphones, fam.
You just sitting looking pretty.
Like, yeah, too cool for school.
Yeah. Too cool for school.
And again, I don't know what they're gonna do after, but hell, these next month and a half, 2 months, whatever long, it's gonna be interesting.
Besides the Joe Budden, you got other podcasts you're listening to now that this is gone?
Just ours.
Just the Four Wise Men podcast.
Four Wise Men podcast. Make sure y'all tune in.
Follow us on IG at Four Wise Men Pod.
Yep. Twitter the same.
Twitter's the
We
same.
getting into it.
Four Wise Men podcast. Yeah.
Hey! And there was a money shot.
Yeah. So,
Y'all can listen to us. We here.
yeah.
We ain't gonna have no blow up like that. I hope.
I highlight that. We're too new.
Shout out to the plug
Yeah.
for not showing up.
What up,
Hey!
We've already drawn up the contract. We've already drawn up the contract, bro. I'm sorry.
Yo,
yesterday.
shout out to Dope Talk TV,
Oh,
watching in on YouTube. Yeah.
Appreciate it if you
No,
watch it. Yeah.
no, yeah, they watch
Plug?
it.
Shout out to y'all.
Hey, appreciate it. Shout out to the Bang Warehouse.
Oh,
Shout out to the
hey.
Bang Warehouse.
Sir.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang,
bang.
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
Sponsor us.
Paul, you gonna give them your usual?
No.
No.
No, it ain't working, fam.
Shout out to Jackie behind the camera. What's up, Jackie? I know you tired. You want to get out of here?
Jackie,
we gonna wrap it
shout
up.
out to Jackie.
We-
Up 4-8.
We gonna wrap it up like.
We appreciate you, Jackie.
Yeah.
Appreciate the camera.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Love
No, ain't no.
For the
There's,
last of time.
there's a tumbleweeds on that end. But
Oh.
All right,
For the love of
yeah. All right,
Jera.
well, that's what
Nah, you ain't gonna talk about. Alright, that's cool.
No, I was just fucking with
We
you.
can
What,
say-
what you. No, what you want to say?
No,
No, say it first. we talked about it. We talked about it in the group chat.
we did talk about it in the group chat. So Jay said,
oh. We'll end with this.
he said he had his ex on his mind. Not gonna say the name.
Oh.
It's Carlita.
Okay,
He
well,
said it.
yeah, I won't say it. He said, if the Joe Budden podcast could come back,
I thought about texting that.
So could we.
So this was a couple weeks ago. Y'all, again, when the podcast got awkward for them and they came back, and I was watching it, and I literally thought about texting her like, look, man, if they can get through this shit, we alright. We'll be alright. But I didn't do that. I was just like, nah, that ain't the move. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do
you had it
that.
typed out and then you just went backspace back.
Nigga, hard than a motherfucker. Cause I was gonna be a joke, right? I was gonna put the future picture on it with the text. It was gonna be the future. Have you known the picture I'm talking about? Where he's like tweeting or whatever, typing. I was gonna put that in there, but then I was just like, nah, this ain't.
Well,
this
when did it
ain't.
hit you? Like as soon as you finished? And then you're like, nah.
Well, one, I realized I was like, I don't really feel comfortable. They not gonna be your brother. Like, I was just like that, but then I was just like, I'm not.
Respond to LOL.
If she would have done that, if she would have done that, that would have been my opening.
Oh,
So
Oh no.
that's kind of a closing, I guess.
if she would have said LOL, I would have been like, well, first of all, that's a laugh. That's a response.
LOL. Hey, big head.
Yeah, like an LOL could be interpreted anyway. That communication is what you
I
want.
would've
Like
took that
in that
as a-
situation.
Oh, she ain't with that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's how I
Oh,
thought.
nah.
Yeah, if I got the boy, fuck you.
Oh.
that would oh shit, she really not fucking with
Cuss you out in Spanish.
me. Yeah, it's true. She can do that too.
As Jay brings up, what does this mean?
No, I know that. I know.
Know your word, King. Know your word.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I thought about that. That was funny. And I posted it on Facebook and Twitter. I was just like, yeah, I thought about it. Yeah, but I posted the SpongeBob Maniac picture behind it. You see that?
Yeah.
It was like, you dumbass motherfucker. Don't text that. So yeah, I didn't text it, but it was funny. It made me laugh because I thought about it today. Like all this shit was happening, and I was like, damn, I really could have just said something. Like, I really could have posted, put it out there like that. But it is what it is. We also talked about how now I can't listen. I love and hate Bad Bunny and J Balvin.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much because she liked them a lot, so we would always listen to them, and I started liking them. Now every time I hear these motherfuckers, I like them, but I also think about her. I mean, like, God damn.
Yeah, same.
No, I'm the
So-
same. There's a few like The Dream and
I never
some
had-
couple artists. I can't even listen to them all.
In my adult life, I've never had that happen.
Mm.
I've never had like that connection with music with my significant other, to where, yeah,
Do you keep that very personal? Like you don't want to do something like that again if you were to be with someone?
no, cause I listen to rap. So if she's like, oh, I like One Mic, I'd be like, well, I listened to One Mic before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
You weren't introduced to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the difference.
She's been loved Bad Bunny and J Balvin and them and stuff like that. I was just like, and then she started playing it more often, and I was like, okay, I like this.
I feel like you're still gonna get that text off.
Huh?
I feel like you are.
But at the same
It's
time,
gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna get it off, or she gonna respond to it.
You gonna get it off.
Don't do that.
but by you listening to those songs now, there's plenty of females that love this music too.
Oh, I ain't tripping about that.
Yeah, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, if they hit me up and be like, oh, what are you listening to? Because these like J Balvin and Bad Bunny have cracked my rotation. They are in my like chilling playlist. They're in my workout playlist. If you can crack those in my phone, you ain't going nowhere.
Cool.
So I'm kind of stuck.
I don't think
Baby making playlists.
Crystal's the only reason why I know about them. And like I said in the chat, I was like, look, Crystal ever leave me and these songs start playing, I'm going in the closet and crying. just because she introduced me to the music, and because like I never listened to it, but when the songs came on, I remember what song it was, but it like the production on it was dope, and I told her that I was like, this sounds dope. I just don't understand what they're saying. That's why I'm not gonna listen to it. But the production on it was dope. So that's like the only reason why I kind of like it. It's like the production, the way it sounds. Because it's different.
There's a few Bad Bunny songs where I was listening to it, and while I was listening to it, I would read the English lyrics, so it will process in my mind, and so every time I listen to it now, I know what it's saying. Yeah.
Like, you nasty.
Dang. Yeah, but I don't have the like to speak about that connection. I don't have that with any like other than those two artists. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even places like I don't really like. Nigga, we can go to wherever we go, like anywhere. Like there's no place that I introduced her to where I'm like, oh, like I go there and be like, oh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, like I remember this. I'm not like that. But I listen to music enough to where I am though. That's the problem.
Nah, but
I was there yesterday.
Yeah. Plus, I had been going to these places for years before, so
Stop by and got my lunch.
yeah, like Like I don't go to Costco and be like, oh, we used to go to Costco.
Yeah, no.
Remember, you would get the hot dog and I
I
would
was
get the
smack-
pizza.
Yeah. Listen to too much featuring early weekend, fam. I was in a trilogy the other day. I was like, oh,
The veins are full of
some of
toxicity.
my yeah. Oh, brother.
I want you to get that text off, though.
What?
I just want to see what happens.
No.
I want you to be in love again.
I'll do it.
He's like, you see his face? That's just over.
Nigga, that's like the Joe Budden podcast.
That should have been the. That,
It'll
should be
never be the same.
that face should be the
Never
thumbnail.
be the same.
Oh,
Never be the
it
same.
will.
Never be the same.
But, I mean, y'all got the power to grow.
Yo, if I really wanted to get in that bad, like as far as like rapper, like you ain't that broke. Never mind.
Alright.
Alright, yeah. I don't even know if she listens to this anymore. I don't know that she does, but
Only one way to find
What's
out.
up,
well,
Carly?
no, you did say Charlotte, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, never mind.
Why she moved back there?
I don't know, but no, you said one of the episodes was from Charlotte.
Oh.
She's from Charlotte. It could be a family or a friend.
Now it's her.
There's only one way to find out, bro. Just shoot that text.
No, she can hit me up though.
Send the link.
Send the link.
Just send the
She-
podcast
She
link.
can hit me up. I don't even know why. Why am I talking?
I don't know why.
I don't know. It is. Nigga, you brought it up. No, well,
I said we could save it, and then you said, no, let's get
let's
into
just,
it.
let's knock it out. You're right, because I was like,
Yeah.
let's knock it out. Let's knock it out,
Yeah.
bro. Let's knock it out.
Yeah.
I am single, so yeah. That's it.
Moochie.
That's it.
That's it.
Team
I'm just
single.
gonna-
Team
yeah.
single.
Finna go to Vegas, get this silk shirt on.
What you do?
Silk shirt.
Where you at?
Straight up. Y'all lucky
Oh,
I
you
can't
got
find
pants.
white leather pants in my size.
You about to wear white leather pants?
Oh, nigga.
Barney's.
I'll straight go Miami on the motherfucker real quick.
We're going to that restaurant. I was thinking about doing
Prime?
the blazer and
Yeah.
Hey,
the t-shirt under.
I was gonna say, you can just wear a
pedals
blazer.
out.
Oh, straight up. I'm not shaving shit either.
My man.
There's a
Taco
big-
meat.
Oh, for sure. There's a picture of me in Vegas with the taco meat out.
Taco meat.
Nigga, there is a picture of me in Vegas.
God, y'all don't let
There's a picture of me in Vegas.
We almost done, I swear.
I swear, I'm sure there's a picture of me in Vegas with a splint on my finger, but like I'm sitting on a
Put it
rail
on Patreon.
and like straight up, like buttoned down, taco meat everywhere, and I'm just chilling, having a blast, shades on.
Sexy.
I've been up since the day before. Yeah, I'm finna be out there tough, straight up.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to see Jay's Taco Meat, go ahead and hit the Patreon. Thank y'all for tuning in.
If y'all hit the
Wiseman
Patreon, I might hit the
Podcast.
OnlyFans.
Yes.
Episode 15. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in and listening to us.
Straight up.
All around the world, all around the nation. Thank y'all for tuning
Appreciate
in.
y'all.
Appreciate y'all. It's your boy Yogi Swift.
It's your boy J Rod.
Your boy Paul.
It's your boy E Money.
Jackie behind the camera. Shout out to the plug who can't be here.
What up, plug?
Shout out to Sonic. Yeah, man. That's all we got for you guys today. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll
Yeah.
tell the next
I was
time.
just joking.
No, he wasn't.
No,
Get
he
that
wasn't.
text on.
No.
Baby, come back. I ain't got no outro music.